folks, Alex McMahon here of Evolve Nutritional Therapy, and today we're going to be starting a brand new video series on a topic that I get asked about quite a bit, and also something that I have a lot of personal experience with myself, and that is fasting. So in this video series, what we're going to be covering is what fasting is, some of the benefits of it, the groups of people that I don't think it's beneficial for, the different methods of fasting that people use, and then also how to go about setting up your own protocol if it's something that you're interested in experimenting with. So for today, what we're going to be taking a deep dive into is what fasting is. And when we examine it, we can see that it's actually an age-old practice. Our ancestors have been engaging in some form of fasting for their entire existence. A lot of our ancestors, when food wasn't available, there was no other option. So there could be days and weeks on end where they had no other option but to fast. So before people go freaking out about the thought of not having any food for a period of like 16 to 24 hours, just realize that our entire species got here because our ancestors were able to sustain fasting. Another thing that's really interesting is that when you look into it, fasting is actually found in just about every form of major religion that we have today. So for people who are Muslim, they engage in Ramadan. That's about a month-long period where they don't eat or drink anything, including water, from sun up until sundown every single day for about a month. When you look into other religions, you'll find other forms of fasting that are in the form of either abstaining from eating entirely or severely restricting one kind of food group. However, what's risen to popularity as of late in the health and fitness industry is something that's a little bit different, and that's known as intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting is where you actually cycle through periods of not eating or drinking anything that has calories. Typically, that's going to last about 16 to 24 hours. And then the opposite side of that is going to be, you're going to be compressing all the food that you're eating for the day into a smaller window of time. So that means you're going to be consuming all your calories typically within a 6 to 8 hour window of time. And before you start kind of worrying about not eating for that period of time or thinking that you're going to be very overly hungry, just realize that every single night when you go to sleep, you're actually engaging in a mini fast because you're not eating in that 6 to 8 hour window when you're asleep. And then when you wake up and have breakfast that morning, you're actually breaking your fast with the breakfast. So, as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and click the link below to take yourself to video 2 where we'll be looking at some of the benefits of fasting.